So Dream just uploaded his newest Minecraft Manhunt video. This time there were 4 hunters against him, with the addition of the Dream Team's friend, Antfrost. This was a really crazy manhunt, and many high IQ plays were done, so I'm actually really hyped for this video. So let's get right into an analysis of Minecraft Speedrunner versus 4 hunters. Let's start off right at the beginning. Dream manages to get away from the hunters immediately, but is unlucky that there isn't anything that can help him get away or fight. He proceeds to just swim away for a long time, while the other hunters are punching each other to boost each other forward, so they are right on his tail. Soon we see Dream's quick brain at work. As he's running, he starts to pick up mushrooms, knowing that he can use this to make mushroom stew for when he gets hungry. Dream also realizes that all the punching that the hunters did will have lowered their saturation, and this is confirmed when Sapnap and Bad keep talking about how they're running out of hunger while chasing Dream. As the hunters run out of hunger and decide to collect some food, Dream uses this time to collect some resources, making tools and bowls for mushroom stew. When he gets geared up, he hears that Sapnap has left the rest of the group to look for Dream. Knowing this, Dream sneaks up behind Sapnap and kills him, taking Sapnap's resources and forcing Sapnap to go back to spawn, giving Dream a slight lead. After a while of collecting resources, Dream gets chased by all 4 hunters and gets put on half a heart. Dream knows that he can't fight in a 4v1, so he runs until he finds a lake, where he puts down a boat. He gains a quick lead since the hunters had to coordinate with their own boats, so he uses that time to heal up slightly. He crafts another boat and brings the hunter to a cliff. Just like in previous manhunts, he jumps off the cliff, but this time instead of hay bales or a water bucket, Dream uses his boat to not take fall damage, jumping in it to negate all the fall damage. This confuses the hunters, so as they slowly walk down the cliff, Dream runs away. He dodges past many mobs really quickly and jumps off another cliff with another boat. George attempts to follow Dream in the jump, but ends up falling to his death. Sapnap then also jumps down, barely surviving, but Dream sees that Sapnap took a lot of damage, so he takes the risk and narrowly kills Sapnap as well. As Bad Boy Halo and Antfrost chase after Dream, Dream quickly towers upwards with all the blocks he had. He uses this time to quickly drink some mushroom stew. When Bad and Ant are distracted by a creeper, Dream stealthily boats down and axes Bad to death. While this happens, the creeper deals a lot of damage to Ant, and Dream manages to kill him as well. Dream is able to take all of the resources and is put at a massive lead. As he's running around collecting resources, Dream's insane luck kicks in. He finds an abandoned nether portal and finds some loot that will be extremely useful in the future. The loot includes a gold mending pickaxe, a golden apple, a flint and steel, as well as frostwalker boots. As Dream continues preparing, he crafts shears to collect leaves. The purposes of this is that shears on leaves can collect a bunch of leaves super quickly. Dream can use these leaves to tower up and won't waste much time mining for blocks. Here we can see Dream really geared up with iron armor. He builds another portal and fishing rods, which he will use many times in the future. Dream then heads into the nether and towers upwards with the leaves, and as he does so, he also breaks the leaves below with his fist. The reason he broke the leaves with his fist is because using a fist on leaves will cause the leaves not to drop, so the hunters wouldn't have known he had towered there. Dream builds into the ceiling where he hides, way above the portal. When the hunters finally arrive in the nether, they are confused about where he is. Dream tells them that he's right above them, and the hunters start to tower up to him. Dream builds around him with leaves so that he won't fall off, and uses a fishing rod to pull Antfrost and Bad Boy Halo off their own towers, to their deaths. Dream jumps down to where Sapnap and George are, burns Bad and Ant's stuff, and starts to run away. The next time we see Dream's big brain is when he's being chased by George and Sapnap. He jumps down from his tower and knocks Sapnap into the lava. Soon, the other 3 hunters catch up to him, so Dream quickly runs to get high ground, where he uses the fishing rod to pull George to his death. Dream then gets chased by Bad and Ant, who chase him for a while until Dream builds a bridge and does a really risky parkour jump, resulting in Ant failing the jump and left on half a heart. Dream thinks quickly, shooting Ant, killing him. Bad Boy Halo tries to block himself off, but Dream manages to get a shot on him too, knocking him to his death. Dream is then able to collect all the insane loot the hunters had collected, one of which was Sapnap's enchanted diamond axe. Dream is especially good at using axes, so this powerful weapon really helped Dream out during the rest of the manhunt. Something we see happen that happened a lot, particularly in this video, is that the hunters were able to get geared up and catch up to Dream really quickly, much faster than previous manhunts. I think this is because with 4 people working together, they were really efficient in getting resources, and since they've all been friends for ages, they were able to coordinate and work together really well. But likewise, with 4 people, regardless of how well you work together, there's bound to be confusion and mishaps, especially in fighting. So the 4 hunters weren't actually a much bigger threat than the 3 hunters in terms of actually fighting Dream, because it was harder to coordinate the fight with the 4 people. Anyways, back to the analysis. Over here, we see the 4 hunters catching up to Dream once again. They arrive at the Nether Fortress just a bit after Dream arrived. They then engage in a really intense chase. We are showcased to Dream's insane quick thinking skills. He runs onto a 1-block bridge and uses a fishing rod to pick up a Nether Strider. He brings it up in the air and uses a saddle he found in the fortress to put it on the Strider. He was able to ride the Strider mid-air and escape. It was such an amazing play to watch. Soon, Dream gets out of the Nether and we see the iconic scene everyone has been talking about. Dream finds a water pool and builds a few blocks of land before towering up. To the confusion of the hunters, he keeps towering higher and higher, and the hunters follow him all the way up there. When he's incredibly high up in the sky, Dream puts on his Frostwalker boots. He then stalls a bit to make sure George, Sapnap, Bad, and Antfrost are all around where he was. Then he jumped down the tower and quickly jumped onto the netherrack. His Frostwalker boots kicked in and turned the water into ice, resulting in Sapnap and Bad Boy Halo hitting the ice to their deaths. George was lucky that he landed in the water before Dream used his Frostwalker, and Antfrost was lucky that he landed outside of the range of the Frostwalker. Dream, using a skill and far superior weapon, was able to kill George with 1 hit and chase Antfrost while turning the water into ice, also killing Antfrost with a crossbow. Dream was now in the perfect position to win. All 4 hunters had to start from scratch, and he was really stacked and heading towards the end. Dream finally went into the end and began dealing damage to the dragon. Soon, the 4 hunters also arrived in the end and caught Dream off guard with a pretty genius plan. They had built end crystals with the plan of healing the dragon when Dream harmed it. Dream was quite shocked when he realized what the hunters were doing and realized that all his hard work of damaging the dragon had gone to waste. When Dream was backed into a corner, he built up and was able to escape the fight. At the same time, Antfrost was killed by the Ender Dragon. Dream continued running and ender pearling away since he knew that he could not win a 1v3 fight, so he had to run, whilst also attempting to bow down the ender crystal that was currently healing the dragon. The fight continued for a long time until Dream, who had towered up on an ender pillar, ender pearled into the end portal, destroying the end crystal and started killing the dragon. The other hunters were being blocked by the dragon and were unable to hit him. The fight continued on with Dream killing George and Dream ending up backed in the corner again. He once again ender pearled towards the end portal. Dream dealt a ton of damage to the ender dragon with his axe and was simultaneously fighting Sapnap while the other hunters were blocked by the dragon. And here comes the controversial part of the manhunt that has sparked a lot of debate within the community. In the final few seconds of the manhunt, Dream was about to die, so he placed TNT all over the ground under the dragon and lit it. Right after lighting the TNT, Sapnap killed Dream. The TNT ended up killing the dragon, and he was able to get the achievement, Free the End, which is usually what would decide who won.
No! Ah, no! 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 Wait! Yes! I killed the dragon! I killed the dragon! No, I killed the dragon! No, I killed it! I killed it! I killed it!
You died first! No! You died first! Then count!
The question everyone had on their mind was, who won? Dream or the hunters? I think the answer to this question is quite simple. On his second channel, DreamXD, Dream himself said that the hunters did indeed win, because they managed to kill Dream before he got the achievement.
I'm pretty sure we won.
I think technically you won, because what I would have said is I would have said that it's if I die before killing the dragon. I died before killing the dragon. I said the same thing when I killed the dragon and then died. I said that I killed the dragon before I died. Yeah,
we win.
I guess technically you win.
Let's go!
That's like a technical draw though. It's like a technical draw.
It's a technical dub.
Yeah,
that's what
okay. Technical muffin head.
All the same, it was an insanely intense manhunt and was really fun to watch. I hope you enjoyed this analysis of the Manhunt. If you did, please like and subscribe, because only 2% of you that watch my videos are actually subscribed, which means that 98% of you are not subscribed. This is extremely low, so it would mean a lot to me if you could please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, this has been Linked, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!